And the home of the Bills since 1973. We are at Bills Stadium just south of downtown Buffalo, New York. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Miami Dolphins. And we are underway in Buffalo. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now a give coming right is Breida. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year back in week 2. And it was the Bills winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here in Buffalo. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Breida, he'll try the right side. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
The coaches stress their defense being physical. They don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a give to Breida. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Allen. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. On the handoff, this is Breida. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Buying time to his left. Laying out is Davis, and he's got the football. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. Allen now on 1st down. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attack them early, see if they're going to play any better, and if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Play action. Now it's Allen. They'll roll him out right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
After the turnover, it's Tua. Open receiver here, complete, it's Parker. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he'll dive forward here to make sure he gets something out of that one, but not much. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
At the 25-yard line.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills will take over here just shy of the 30. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
And they're going to go with the jet sweep. This is Diggs with it. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Second and 10. Running out of the gun here, Breida. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Darius Slay with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Steps away to his left. And Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tua. And he's got Dorsett complete. Touchdown, Dolphins. Philip Dorsett, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Well, CD, with receivers, we talk about their speed, great hands. It's tough to quantify elusiveness, but they say he has great elusiveness, and he showed it right there with a run after the catch.
Yeah, and that was sheer determination right there. He decided before the play, if there was a sliver, he was going to take advantage of it. Looked the ball in, turned on the jets, and took it all the way.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here's Carter now on the return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And we're in the middle part of the season where each week starts to become a little more important, and especially this, Charles, being a division matchup.
Yeah, you haven't fired the starters.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Dancing to his left. And this one is incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. They run with Breida, and he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Tyler Bass on for the field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Tua sets up to pass it. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
So, Charles, you talk about this offense this week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, this now a 17-game regular season. And because of that, seems like now maybe more than ever, getting your open week to occur later in the season, that could be a pretty big advantage.
Brandon, it's always been a big advantage, and now, as you pointed out, the possibility of it becoming huge, likely. Most teams want that later open date because of injuries. You know.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. Being chased out left. And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Out to the left, he's got his tight end, Knox. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
52's the mic right here. 52's the mic. Here we go.
Allen. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The kick by Bass is good. So we are at halftime here on Halloween. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. So with that, we get you back up to Orchard Park and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. This is TJ Logan to return it. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Incomplete.
And the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
2 and a throw again. And throw right side complete to Parker.
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
That's going to be caught by Waddle.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive. and they're off to a fast start here.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 39-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Tua.
He'll get this out wide to Gaskin.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. He had 1 touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now this time he'll look to throw. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Tua now, 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Boy, such a good drive. You'd hate to have it end in 3. Do you think about going for it?
Absolutely. I mean, the fact that they moved the ball so well should lead you to the decision that maybe we should go for it right here. Also, as a head coach, show some confidence in your team. Let them know you think they can go get it.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Tua hit, and the ball is out. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get them the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They run again with Breida. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. Throw right side, caught by Davis. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, here's Breida. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. They find some open field here. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Matt Breida, his second touchdown of the game in his 9th on the year. And the Bills are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Here's Bass now to send it away. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And now another one thrown incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Flush to his right. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a third and about 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Bills on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Allen off the play fake. Sliding out of the pocket. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Room to run for Gaskin. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Gaskin. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Tua on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. He tried to keep it himself, but can't stretch his way in. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get him the football back. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
Oh, yeah, I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
And knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Check, check.
56, 56.
Here's Breida. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Here's Dorsett. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Here's Tua. He's got to complete to Waddle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Tagovailoa. And he wisely will throw that one away.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now Tua. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. Now it's Breida, and that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. Finding Knox there, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Bills, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Miami, changes could be in the air as they fall to 0-8 now on the year. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Houston Texans.